floor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven at a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep 3-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Monday evening, Lions All-Star basketball fans. For your live event, I'm James Martins alongside Chase Miller and our producer Joey Hughes for day 1 of 2 days of the Lions All-Star basketball series. The best from Class B taking on the best from Class A, girls, and then the boys. You're here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance is your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. They remind you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of a field throughout the summer and upcoming harvest season this fall. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. And James Martins, please be joined by Chase Miller here. Chase, it's quite the atmosphere, as always, for Lions All-Star basketball. It's kind of the midway point of the summer in a lot of respects, and kind of wraps up one year before we get to the next year with football and all the fall sports to come.
Yeah, high school Friday Night Lights is August 18th, which is nearly a month away coming up here for the start of the fall football season. That is, obviously, basketball with volleyball and golf and cross country, depending on what class you're in, is all coming up as well. But no, it's a lot of fun, and we're going to see a lot of talented athletes on the floor in both the boys and the girls. You're going to have JUCO, NAIA, D3, D2, D1. Some are going to be playing in their final basketball careers because they're maybe going on to play track and field or compete in track and field. Others are going on to a high level of basketball. Throughout tonight and tomorrow night at Fargo South, it'll be a lot of fun to put these particular players on a pedestal one more time in North Dakota. I love it that it's the seniors getting to showcase their talents, and there's a lot of really good basketball players from an IQ standpoint, talking with some of the coaches earlier today.
Every time I talk to somebody outside of the state of North Dakota, I always say basketball seems to be king here in the state of North Dakota, and it's exactly why we're in the middle of the state. Of course, we're at Bismarck High, as we mentioned, and we're getting ready for, first of all, the girls contest, Class A against Class B, and then the boys contest to follow both games on your live event. Again, you're in tune to the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event. Chase, anything in particular, any matchups you're looking forward to here in the girls' game, just right off the bat? What are you looking forward to? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I think the big thing for me from a basketball standpoint might be the bigs of the Class A. Riley Simon, a West Fargo NDSU basketball commit. How do they match up with her a little bit? Also, Bergen Kindenbrew, a Miss Basketball finalist, heading to the University of Mary, coming up, going up against the likes of a DeConte Smith, a Heidelball on the inside. Maybe a Kendi Harder from Kidder County might have to contend with those players. So I think the inside matchup, guard play, I think should be pretty well balanced overall. Who can get downhill, a driving kick, who can get to the paint. The officials here in both games, they don't want to call a ton of fouls if they don't have to. They want the players to determine it on the court. So early on, I think post presence for Class A, if they can be dominant both on the boards and getting post touches inside the paint, that could go a long way. For Class B, it's like anything else, controlling the ball. You got tempo, you have players who can get up and down the floor, you have athleticism on both rosters. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see what we have here later tonight.
Of course, a modern storyline that we have seen over the last few years, especially a lot of these players, I think more so than maybe when this whole thing started back in 1977, they know each other a lot more because they play with each other a lot more in AAU and other basketball tournaments like that. Chase, especially over the last few years, you've been around more Lions All-Star games, I think, than I have. How has that impacted the series overall?
Well, I think at the end of the day, and Coach Mike Hendrickson, who's coming up here, and we heard it from a Lions All-Star basketball luncheon, 20, 30 years ago, you met at a state tournament, and that was it. Maybe you got to a basketball camp in the summer. Now you got guys who are 100, 200, 300 miles away that are on the same AAU travel team for a month during the summer or throughout else. So it should be a very fun time here coming up, James.
Again, you're in tune to the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event. We will take a quick break and be back with more on the pregame show. Coming up here, we're back in Bismarck.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Welcome back to Bismarck High here in the capital city at the Demon's Den for the first of two nights of Lions All-Star Basketball Series competition. The best from Class A taking on the best from Class B. We go with the girls first and then the boys. Again, you're tuned to the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live events. Thanks to the Lions Club. Lions Clubs all around the state of North Dakota and all the organizers for the tournament here for allowing us to be a part of this broadcast. We're super excited to be here today and again to Fargo South tomorrow. And let's take a look briefly as we're getting set for tip-off action here. Let's take a look at, remind you what happened last year, 2022. Girls side, Class B, took it both times. Abby Duxer from Kindred was phenomenal, kind of led the charge for Class B girls, 72-65 in Bismarck and 90-67 in Fargo. And then for the boys, a high-flying game in Bismarck, 118-108, won by Class A. Class B took a slightly lower scoring game, 95-94. Again, those are the games that took place last year. This series has taken place since 1977 with only, I believe, 1 year without it, and that was back in, of course, 2020 with the COVID-19 stretch. So we've had all kinds of great basketball moments from then, the 77 to now, 2023. Give you a little bit of extra information for these two teams. Class B is going to be in the gold uniforms tonight with the black numbers, or purple numbers, excuse me, and the purple trim on the side, and then the Class A is going to be the purple with the gold trim and the gold numbers as well. Then we'll kind of get to the roster, the starting lineups, and all that here in just a little bit, but Chase is going to be going down to the floor.
I got you, James.
All right, fantastic. And Chase, tell me about the crowd here. What's the energy like here in Bismarck?
Yeah, it's always the same when you come to the Lions All-Star Series. You know, it's going to be always curious. It's the final time that we will have A versus B. That's a big thing to note, as we know of before we get to the three classes and how everything will work out next year. Are they going to do three teams? Are they going to do East and West? How will that particularly take care of itself? But at the end of the day, always a really good crowd once you come to the capital city. Fun time once we get to Fargo South tomorrow night. Same game action at 6 and 8 o'clock respectively. But I'm more curious as we do these interviews with some of the players tonight and tomorrow, how much A versus B is they're talking about. That's always one thing you like to know, always one thing it is fun for one particular squad to say who's better than the other at one particular time, James. So I think that is one thing to make note of, is some of the better players before we get to the 3 classes next year, who can kind of take that crown, if you will, one more time. As you alluded to, the B girls were able to earn the series sweep last year. The A boys and the B boys played in 2 thrilling basketball games that were nip and tuck throughout. So those are going to be something that we'll definitely take a note of as this one continues.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chase. And you heard more from Chase throughout the game as well. And we're going to step away here for a bit. We'll be back to Bismarck High. We're getting close to the starting lineups. Tell you a little bit more about the players involved on both sides. And before you know it, the opening tip for Lions All-Star Basketball 2023 on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
And welcome back to Bismarck High. Lions All-Star Basketball fans, James Martin's here with you on your live event on the Irie Insurance pregame show. We're getting closer to the opening tip from the capital city, day 1 of 2 of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Again, you can hear all 4 games on your live event, yourliveevent.com. Girls and boys, Class A versus Class B, as Chase was mentioning the last time. It'll be Class A versus Class B before they go to the 3-class system next year. Again, Red Fargo South tomorrow evening. All 4 games on your live event. And if you want to get a little bit more background on the players to get you a little bit more acclimated to those players competing on the floor here tonight and tomorrow night, both girls and boys, you can check out our full player profiles on your live event YouTube page. Check that out, yourliveevent.com as well. Check those player profiles out. Chase Miller doing a phenomenal job on those, catching up with, I think, about every player that's competing, both on the girls and on the boys side. They've been very informative, very interesting. Check those out for sure. One of those players, a player I've got a chance to have a front row seat for the last 4 years up in the Rugby area, but from West Hope, Ellie Broughton. They call her Buckets Broughton up there in West Hope. One of the most prolific girls basketball players of all time in the state of North Dakota. I was kind of tallying up the points here before. For her career, she was 17 points shy of 2,500. And, talking with Ellie, getting a chance to see Ellie compete over the years, I know she's wishing she had at least one more game so she could get over the 2,500 point mark. That's just one of the many stories that all these players have. A lot of them have eclipsed 1,000 points, 2,000 points. They've been on all kinds of all-district and all-region selections, Ms. Basketball finalists, of course, and most of them are going to play at the next level. So it's super exciting. We may tell about some of those, more of those stories as the game goes along.
And to your point here, James, just kind of recapping what happened on the girls' side, that Class B state tournament was phenomenal. The semis and the championship, talking with some of the players, you could have put any four of those teams in a blender and maybe come out with a different result. But Central Cass wins by 3 over Thompson. You got their coaches and Jake Bachman from the Squirrels, Jason Bren from Thompson on their side. Then Class A, Grand Forks, Red River, and Jocelyn Schiller, they put the clamp down, only giving up 45 points per game en route to a state title in their 61-48 win over Bismarck. Century from the Shield Center. Kent Rimplinger of Red River, the head coach there, and Kenyon Wingenbach, a guy that knows a lot on the eastern side of the state now, also a really good western side. Wingenbach, yes, the son of Ron Wingenbach on the football side, West Fargo Cheyenne coaches. So we'll talk more about the coaches, more about the players. They're back on the court here, James. It means we're not too far from the anthem and the starting lineup coming up around the corner.
Absolutely. So with that, Chase, let's take a break for the anthem to play, and we'll be back after that for the starting lineups and the opening tip from Bismarck High. Lions All-Star Basketball in your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
And back to Bismarck.
For the Class B,
go down to the PA for
Central
the lineup.
Class Cass's Claire Cotton. For the A's, Belcourt's Amaya Garneau. For the B's, from Thompson, Olivia Dick. For the A's, from Fargo North, Arden Faulkner. For the B's, from Kidder County, Kennedy Harder. For the A's, from Cheyenne, Maya Metcalf. From the B's, from Kindred, Casey Berner. From the A's, from Davies, Ashley Waka. From the B's, from Northern Cass, Hallie Crockett. From the A's, from West Fargo, Chloe Fow. For the B's from Cavalier, Rylan Burgess. From the A's, from West Fargo, Merle Simon. From the B's, from Central Cass, DeConte Smith. From the A's, from Valley City, Brooke Egermont. From the B's, from Col Montpelier Edgeley, Nora Ency. From the A's, from Davies, Macy Wilden. From the B's, from Rugby, Josephine Wolf. From the B's, from Beulah, Harry Beauchamp.
Those are the non-starters, by the way, for Class A and Class
And
B.
now, for your
here are the
starting
starters.
lineups for your 2023 Girls Lions Class B All-Star Game. From the B's, starting at guard, from West Hope Newburgh, number 10, Ellie Broughton. For the A's, starting at guard, from Dickinson, number 2, Emily Ash. For the B's, starting at guard forward, from Rugby, number 5, Kendall Hager. For the A's, starting at guard, from Century, number 13, Bergen Kennebrew. For the B's, starting at guard forward, from Shiloh Christian, number 12, Haley Quam. For the A's, starting at forward, from Legacy, number 22, Alyssa Ackroth. For the B's, starting at a forward center, from Bowman County, number 24, Ellie Powell. For the A's, starting at forward, from Jamestown, number 23, Ella Falk. For the B's, starting at forward/center, from Rugby, number 25, Mikhail Hellebaugh. For the A's, starting at forward, from Bismarck High, number 24, Peyton Newmiller. The Class B coaches are head coach Jay Buckman from Central Cass and his assistant Jason Bren from Thompson. The Class A coaches, head coach Kent Ripplinger from Red River High School and his assistant Mr. Kenyon Wingenbach from Cheyenne High School.
And that concludes the starting lineups for Class A and Class B. For the Lions All-Star Basketball Series, girls game first. And the boys, we're at the middle for the opening tip. And we're underway from Bismarck. Mikhail Heidelbaugh wins the tip. And here we go, Lions All-Star Basketball. Girls Class B. We'll start with the opening tip. Here's Haley Quam, top of the key, now Heidelbaugh. Heidelbaugh drops it off, looking for Quam. It's poked out of bounds. Should stay with Class B here in the gold uniforms. And Class A in the purple. Broughton, it's the inbound there from Hager. 3 Region 6 Class B athletes out there right now, and Hager, Heidelbaugh, and Broughton. Broughton gets it near the top of the key. Step back 3 on the way. Kaboom! For Ellie Broughton. And Class B gets on the board first, 3-0 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Class A with it now. Eckroth drops it off. Ash goes inside through the trees and scores. Emily Ash puts it in here, 3-2 with 9:10 to go in the opening half. 2 20-minute halves. in this series. Here's Haley Quam from Region 5. Shiloh Christian bounce off the back of the iron. Rebound Class B. Broughton for three. Kaboom! Haley Broughton knocks it down again. 6-2. Class B with the early lead.
Yeah, Ellie Broughton showing you why she scored all those points for West Hope Newburgh there, James.
Eckroth on the wing now near the corner. That's going to be Falk. Trying to pop it up, and it goes back to Class B. 6-2. Class B in front here. Off of two made threes from Buckets Broughton. Broughton directing traffic there on the right-hand side. Drops it off for Hager. Hager trying to work around Eckroth. Stonewall there. Still looking. Drops it off for Heidelbaugh. Couple of teammates on the floor from Rugby High. Broughton, top of the key. Driving. Chucking it to Quam. Up and under. Draws the foul. Missed the shot, but she goes to the line.
Quam started her career at Wilton and Wing, went to Shiloh Christian, as you have an opportunity here, and was part of a state semifinalist team there for the minors in the last 2 years for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, someone who also, just like Ellie Broughton, found a way to put the ball inside the cylinder multiple times throughout her career here. And she's going to Grand Canyon, going out of the snow and going into the sun coming up.
Going to be
James.
a lope there, Chase. Quam makes the first. She makes the second as well. 2 for 2 that time for Haley Quam. And it's now 8-2, Class B. Out in front here, we'll see what Class A has in store. Ash, top of the key now, looking inside. Pull of the jersey. That's going to be well before the shot and chase. That might be the most obvious foul I've seen this whole year.
Yeah, well, you have Ellie Broughton there with her size going up against Bergen Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew just had her on her back hip, and Broughton says, I have 5. I'll use one early. You had Falk with the other foul for Class A the last time down.
Looking inside, and a nice move there by Kinnebrew. Powerade Senior Athlete of the Year in the state of North Dakota.
Yeah, that was her teammate Logan Nisley, but for Kinnebrew was part of a Miss Basketball finalist, and some people thought that she could argue that she could have been Miss Basketball with how she was able to play with Nisley being sidelined with an injury for half of the regular season.
8-4 here, 17:43 on the Thunder seed scoreboard. Class B in front. Here's Ash from Dickinson, poked away by Broughton. Broughton off to the races. And she lost control, but she draws the foul. Ash will be the gal that picks it up. And Broughton heads to the line.
And for Ellie Broughton, a VCSU women's basketball commit, we'll talk more about some of the players who are going to become teammates moving forward. But she was also in the Shield Softball All-Star Series, the MVP, part of that Renville County Muskrats. So Ellie Broughton showing you she can do it a little bit on every side of the aisle when it comes to sports.
Yeah, the Renville County Mavericks, just a heck of a season, good run. It didn't quite end the way they'd hoped, I think, but still a good run for them. As Broughton makes the first, misses the second, 9-4. Class B there with the lead. Class A back the other way, 3 on the way, kaboom! That time for Ella Falk. Knocks it down, trims the lead to 2, 9-7, 17-18 to go in the opening half. Here's Heidelbach. For Class B, pops a jumper, missed it short, and gets the rebound there to Class A. Class A coming up here, that's Eckroth. Eckroth looking to make a move on the right-hand side. Oh, nice move inside the trees. Reverse layup is just missed. Snagged there by Heidelbach. Drops it off there for Broughton. Here comes Class B. Broughton down to Quam. Jumper is, just in and out. And Eckroth takes it back for Class A. Shoveling up ahead, and it's intercepted by Broughton again. Already a couple of steals on the game. Drops it off for Quam. Now Heidelbach steps into a 3. Kaboom! Mikkel Heidelbach knocks it down. And the future Northern State Wolf gives Class B a 5-point lead, 12-7.
And her and DeConte Smith on the Class B teams are going to be future teammates and roommates moving forward at Northern State.
Eckroth for 3. Doinks off the back of the iron. Had a couple of bounces, but missed. And Quam takes it. A little bit of a 3-on-3 here. Hager, left wing, looking down off the box and in that time for Ellie Powell. And there is a timeout. 14-7. Class B with the lead on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. And we're back on your live event.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here to Bismarck High for day one of the Class B versus Class A Lions All-Star Basketball Series, 14-7. Class B with the lead on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Our Bank North in-game updates. Got some new players out on the floor here. We'll chronicle them as they go along. Here's Chloe Fow. Taking it right-hand side, drops it off. Turnaround jumper is missed. There that time by Maya Metcalf. And take it back here for Class B. Here's Rylan Burgess. Burgess drops it off. On the right-hand side, gets it back. To the top of the key, Olivia Dick sets the screen. Dick from Thompson. Burgess trying to muscle her way to the cup. Nice shovel pass inside. Turnaround is up, just missed. Off the shot that time by Hallie Crockett. Northern Cass's all-time leading scorer, Hallie Crockett. Looks like there's a little bit of an injury there on the Class A side from Myrlee Simon.
Yeah, Myrlee Simon from the West Fargo Packers here. She looks to be all right. She's going to bang on the inside, and she's asking for it.
Tip back out. There's a three on the way. Long. That three taken by Ashley Wacha from Davies. And Class B back the other way. Burgess from Cavalier. Dick for three. Just off the mark. Rebound up for grabs. Still up for grabs and taken there by Simon. Dropped off to run the floor there from Foul. I believe the West Fargo Packer. Now up ahead to Metcalf. Dropped off. Now on the right-hand side, here's Wacha. In the corner for Metcalf. Back out near the top of the key, looking inside, poked away. Good defense, Chase, from Class B.
Yeah, good job getting on the inside there by Kennedy Harder. And talking to Jay Bachman before the game, he said Harder and Simon, if they match up, that might be a fun one throughout the contest.
Block on the inside there. Class A showing the tough defense this time for Foul. Up ahead here now to Metcalf. Metcalf from Cheyenne. Left-hand side here now for Wacha. Now Foul playing a little catch there on that left-hand side. Foul looking for an opening. Picks up the dribble inside for Simon. Gets a step, falls down. Ooh, and had a couple of tough breaks there for Simon early on, Chase.
There are going to be two future Bison players with, Harder right there, NDSU track and field commit, and then Myrlee Simon on the women's basketball side. It's been fun, but so far Class A is looking for those post touches, as we mentioned on the pregame show. Just Class B's done a good job fronting, making it difficult and not allowing an easy passing lane.
Looking inside for Class B, it was taken away, but then a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go against Class B. Two fouls each way, and this one is going to go against Kennedy Harder, the aforementioned Kidder County Wolf, with 14 minutes to go in the opening half. 14-7, Class B with the lead. Trying to make it three in a row. There's a shot on the three-point line that's missed there by Metcalf, and back comes Class B with Dick for Thompson. Dropped off, Harder, cross-court pass, Burgess for three, kaboom! Rylan Burgess knocks it down. That's four made three-pointers already for Class B, 17-7.
That's been the difference on our Thunder Seed scoreboard, is the ability to hit shots from beyond the arc, and that's what the difference maker is right now.
Class A looking for a response. Cross-court pass there, Arden Faulkner, from Fargo North. First time mentioned her name tonight, as that's a missed shot. Taken by Foul. Outlet pass from Claire Cotton from Central Cass. Oh, nice tic-tac-toe! Having a good basket there that time for Hallie Crockett. Northern Cass is again all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, so far for Class B, they just got a little more pep in their step, if you will, against the A All-Stars.
And there's another deflection. Harder looking up ahead for a teammate. Falls to Burgess, missed the shot. Harder gets it back up and under, and she'll put it in. 21-7 on that Thunder Seed scoreboard.
And it's been balanced. 7 different players so far for Class B in the scoring column.
Simon gets a feed, and that's a big bucket for Class A. Her first basket of the night, 21-9.
That's their first field goal, James, since the 16-15 mark.
A little bit of a drought there for Class A. Olivia Dick, point guard for Thompson. She had a couple of memorable threes in that state tournament lost to Central Cass. She missed the shot there. We're going to get a substitution timeout. Gives us a chance to talk about our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Thunder Seed first in the field with 4 generations, 3 farm families, and Onstrong Seed Development Company. Your farm is always first with Thunder Seed. 21-9, Class B over Class A. Ash from Dickinson back out there. Starters, I believe, looks like are back out there for Class A. Some additional faces for Class B. Around the horn, left-hand side, Ash looking to drive on Braun. Braun with the block, and here comes Dakota Smith. Smith with a smile on her face. Up ahead. Oh, nearly a travel. Kept alive. Hager for 3. In and out. Rebound. Smith from Central Cass. Dakota Smith drops it off. Broughton. Heidelbaugh. And the attack. AU team 8s. Hager back to the top of the key for Class B, leading 21-9 on that Thunder Seed scoreboard. Off to the right-hand side, there's Casey Berner from Kindred. Heidelbaugh, 9 on the clock for 3, missed it. Rebound there for Class A. And bringing it up here now, that's Peyton Newmiller for Class A. Newmiller, kick out, right side 3, kaboom! That time for Bergen Kinnebrew. 5 points to lead, all scorers for Class A, 21-12. Back the other way, Class B. Berner drops it off now for Broughton. Broughton going to work on Ash. Drops it off, Hager. Team leader in 3-pointers in rugby this season. Hager dropped off for Dakota Smith. Smith looking to go to work, drops it off. Broughton for 3. Off the mark, rebound.
That one's going to hit the wire up top.
Yeah.
And talking about Kinnebrew, I mean, she has an opportunity to play with her older sister now at the University of Mary coming up in the fall. So that's a fun story to talk about a little bit, just some of the behind-the-scenes stuff for these players moving forward to the next level.
Class A back with it now, trying to establish some rhythm. Here's Eckroth on the right side of the paint, and one for Alyssa Eckroth. Her first bucket of the game, the Bismarck Legacy 6'1" forward. Gets to the free throw line, trying to cut into this lead. Chase, you talked about future teammates on there. It's funny to see as Eckroth misses the old-fashioned three-point place. Dakota Smith gets the rebound. Smith and Heidelbaugh right next to each other on the defensive side. As Broughton kick out, Hager, and stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about 2 players who are going to Northern State, and then you go on the other side with Kinnebrew. I mean, there's a lot of really good talent that's on display here, and it's just fun to kind of promote some of these girls who might be all-time leaders in their respective schools. 1,000 career points for some of them, all academic teams as well. So it's just fun to talk about them one more time.
Top of the key, 3 on the way, in and out for Egremont, and it's a charge going against Class A.
Yeah, pushing out of the way there was Peyton Newmiller. She was just looking for the offensive board, got the clear out with the extension of her left arm there. So that's going to be the offensive foul here for Class A.
10:09 to go in the opening half, 21-14. So used to saying quarters throughout the regular season and postseason for high school girls basketball.
Yeah, Class B quarters, Class A halves.
Yeah.
And they'll have to accompany ourselves how all 3 classes will go next year.
Heidelbaugh inside, got the feed from future teammate Smith, draws the blocking foul, should to the free throw line for 2 shots. Of course, Mikkel Heidelbaugh, I believe now the all-time leading scorer, at least since 2011 for rugby girls basketball. Her and her sister Shay Heidelbaugh are at the top of that list. Of course, brother Brad was Mr. Basketball in 2015.
So far, Class B's done a good job transition basketball, very balanced as we mentioned. And sometimes, and again, this All-Star Series, the first 5 to 10 minutes is just really about, okay, you practice since Friday when these teams got here. The girls were out in Bismarck. The boys were on the eastern side of the state in Fargo. And it's just about repetition, getting used to some of the plays. Kent Ripplinger, for example, for Red River, he barely goes man. It's 2-3 zone. So, it's just a little bit different with all these players getting to know each other a little bit more.
23-14 as Class A coming back quickly, and a foul on the other end. This time it's Ella Falk drawing the foul. There it's 4 fouls apiece, and that's going to go against Dakota Smith. That's her first personal.
Ella Falk, someone from the Class A side, Jamestown, going to University of Northwestern St. Paul, second-team All-Stater, and realistically, when you look at both the girls' Class A and Class B, there is a good chunk of seniors on the All-State teams, and on the B side, all 5 of the first team were seniors. So some new faces will be next season.
Smith up and under, missed the shot for Class B and taken back by the Class A All-Stars. Top of the key here inside for Simon. Turnaround just missed off the lip of the rim. Simon gets it back. Can't quite put it in. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Class A.
More post touches there from Riley Simon. She did a really good job as a freshman and sophomore. Everyone knew she wanted to go inside. So her sophomore to junior year, you saw her hit that 15, 20-footer and could hit some threes. So she did a really good job, and part of the reason why she's going to go play for Jory Collins coming up here in the fall.
Left side here now for Berter. Dropped off now for Broughton. Broughton, the West Hope Newburgh Sioux, all-time leading scorer and one of the best in the state of North Dakota, missed the shot. And taken back, that time by Falk and Class A. Top the key here now for Foul. Drops off for Faulkner. Pinball Wizards out of bounds. The last touch by Class B. Stay with Class A.
And Class A's done a really good job, James. You know, the old adage hanging around, because at one point 21-7 was the score, and since then Class A has been a nice job on a run so far, 9-2 run, and all of a sudden if you get a bucket here, it's back to 2 possessions.
Inbound goes there to Class A to Foul. Now looking inside for Metcalf. She'll fire the 3 instead. Kaboom for Maya Metcalf. 23-19. Class A closing the gap.
Now both teams have 4 threes.
Dropped into Broughton, who's got a couple of those threes for Class B. And DeConte Smith gets in, and she will not be denied.
DeConte Smith pulled a oop-de-doop on Chloe Fowl. She faked that she was going to come out to the wing, spun, and was able to get to the block. And by the time Chloe Fowl tried to recover, DeConte Smith was already going up with the shot. Really nice, quick move by DeConte Smith.
And she connects at the free throw line as well, and our Thunder Seed scoreboard is 26-19. Class B still holding the edge, but Class A, as Chase Miller said so eloquently, hanging around. Across the timeline there, bounce it inside there. Simon gets another touch, muscles her way to the cup and missed the shot short. Here comes DeConte Smith. Boy, she's fast, looking to go coast to coast for the most, and 1! DeConte Smith puts it in. And she's starting to heat up here, Chase.
Yeah, all of Region 1 is glad she's finally a senior. And there's a bunch of Class B track and field coaches that are glad she's going as well. She's got the speed. And the one thing for DeConte Smith, she always plays with a smile on her face. She's very much a team, not a me kind of a person. And whether it's passing, whether it's rebounding, steals, or assists, whatever it's going to take is what DeConte Smith will try to do to win a basketball game.
Smith with back-to-back old-fashioned three-point plays. She put the Squirrels on her back in that semifinal win and in the championship as well over Rugby and Thompson, respectively. What a state tournament that was at Minot State. The last Class B, as far as we'll know it. Inside, back for Class A. Missed the shot that time. Rebound taken by the Class B All-Stars. Some new players, new faces back on the floor. Olivia Dick bounces it down to Haley Quam. Right-hand side, kick out, looking to drive baseline. I believe that's Powell. And taken back here now by Class A. Up ahead, the Class A All-Stars in the purple. Kick out. There's another 3 on the way for Metcalf. Just off the mark to the right-hand side. It's out of bounds. Going to go to Class B.
I think the consistency in terms of in rhythm, it just seems like Class A has maybe been a little bit more choppier than Class B. Right now, James, I like how Class B is swinging it both left to right, downhill mentality. They haven't really used post touches, but it's been more driving kick and using the transition game to get themselves inside the paint.
Olivia Dick handling the rock there for Class B. Drops it down to Quam. Quam now top of the key, looking for Claire Cotton. Central Cass. Left-hand side now for Harder. Harder, back out, Cotton for 3. Off the mark, front of the rim, rebound Metcalf. Class A trying to establish a rhythm here. In the inside, jumper is up and just off the mark. Tapped out by Class B, and back to Metcalf there for Class A. Nice drive for Falk, couldn't quite get it to fall down. Here's Simon, nice jumper on the way, and just missed. Taken there now by Powell, the Bowman County Bulldog. Olivia Dick up ahead. Cotton lowers the shoulder. That's a charge.
Good idea on the way, but Arden Faulkner growing some roots on the inside. The Fargo North product right there. And what Fargo North with Coach Kaluza, what they were able to do in the EDC the last couple of years, they lost in a loser-out game. This year they made it to a state qualifier. You know, baby steps sometimes for programs, but Arden Faulkner hit 5 threes in a stinking half to beat Wapaton. She was in fuego, but showing you she can play on the defensive side as well, James.
Well, they are Spartans, right? They got to be tough. Driving baseline. Oh, denied! Out of bounds. Last touch by Class A. I think that was Haley Quam down in there, and some of her teammates rallied as well.
Quam able to kind of almost wanting to take a charge that time the other side.
Slowing it down a little bit. 6:25 to go in the opening half on the Thunder Seed scoreboard, 29-19, Class B. Cross court there for Quam, 20-footer, just a little off the mark. And knocked out of bounds, last touch by Class B.
And B has led it wire to wire so far, James. So these last 6 minutes, who can finish on a little bit of a flurry? If you're the A, get it back to 5 points or less. If you're the B, can you get to 15, points or more here before the half?
The corner there. I believe that's Egermont from Valley City. Her dad, Ken, played in a state tournament for Valley City as well. It's like father, like daughter here. That's a jump ball. First call, one call of the night. Stay with Class A.
Right now for Class A, it's just finding a little bit of rhythm, consistency, who can be that a playmaker. I've been very impressed with both teams, James. We haven't seen too much hero ball early. It's been really good offensive team ball in the first half.
Missed three there for Class A. Olivia Dick with a rebound, trying to push the pace up ahead to Harder. Oh, nice find at Quam, but couldn't quite connect the dots. Olivia Dick picks it back up. Now Cotton drops it off there for Powell in the corner. Powell, I believe, the only Region 7 representative on this Class B All-Star squad. Three on the way for Cotton. In and out. Quam wrestling her way for the rebound. Jump ball. Possession will stay with Class B.
Yeah, her and Egermont just kind of got tied up right there. And the one thing that we've seen too, James, is a platoon system. Not a lot of teams use it. Bismarck High and Jordan Wilhelm on the boys' side definitely use it during the season. But once you get to a game like this, you might only get 3 or 4 minutes and you're back on the bench for 3 or 4 because they want to showcase everyone's talents for the 12-player rosters.
Here's Powell on the inside. Nice jumper. Missed the shot. Quam with the rebound. Poked away by Class A, but Class B got it back. Cotton with some space for three. In and out. Rebound up for grabs. Taken by Ash from Dickinson. Emily Ash, the pole vault record holder at Dickinson High. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Class B.
Yeah, Miss Basketball finalists. You have those who are heading to the NAIA. You got those that are heading to D1. It's just a ton of fun. And the one thing is, James will still have another game tomorrow night as well at Fargo South. So this is just day 1 of 2.
Exciting stuff here. As Egermont, top of the key. Valley City Highliner drops it off. 3 on the way. Missed it. Rebound Powell. And Class B's back in those gold unis. Up ahead, Quam. Nice move. Haley Quam up and in.
Good, great pass, though, by Olivia Dick to thread the needle in transition.
Right-hand side. Cross court now. 3 on the way. Ooh, just off the mark there that time by Eckroth. To go back to Class B.
And it was 29-19 at the 8-minute mark, James. So it has been a lot of offense since then until we just saw that Olivia Dick to Quam 2-pointers. So we'll see if one of these teams can get a little bit in rhythm and get a couple of buckets here before the half.
Yeah, now 31-19 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Dropped inside. Harder trying to muscle her way to the cup. Taken away by Eckroth. Eckroth back the other way for Class A. Drops it off. This is Ashley Wacha. Davies Eagle product, and nice find inside to Peyton Newmiller, her first basket of the game. 31-21, back the other way quickly. Claire Cotton puts in her first basket of the game. And we'll get another timeout, 33-21 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. 3:56 to go in the opening half. Lions All-Star Basketball in your live event.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
And back here in Bismarck, Lions All-Star Basketball, the Thunder Seed scoreboard in the girls' game. Class B leading Class A, 33-21. Thunder Seed, they put their crop in every spring and take it off every fall, just like you. They never sell you seed before testing it in their own fields first. Thunder Seed, first in the field. Check out their website at thunderseed.com. Back here's Eckroth. Ash drives baseline. Up and under and scores for Emily Ash. Dakota Smith back on the floor there for Class B. 3 on the way for Berner. Missed it. Ash with the rebound. Ash trying to hustle forward and tiptoeing the baseline, threw it away. And back the other way comes Class B. Block from behind. Smith takes back the rebound. Kick out. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Egremont pulls in the board for Valley City, or for former Valley City for Class A, and we get a foul for Class B.
It looks like Crockett's going to pick up the foul. It's either her or on Dakota Smith. And all of a sudden now you look up and both teams will be in the bonus moving forward. So that's the last foul to give. Crockett had an opportunity the other way. And right now both teams make a little bit of substitutions here on the Class A side.
Looking to go quick. 3 on the left side. In and out. Rebound taken by Class A. Metcalf popped it back out to foul, who does not have a point on the game so far. Kick out here now. Looking inside for Simon and draws a foul, and so the bonus will come into play.
Mariley Simmons, like, what is this? My junior and senior year all over again? I get the ball on the block, and there's 2 or 3 people around me for crying out loud. But a good job defensively by Crockett. The problem was you slapped down and didn't get all the basketball. Got enough of the wrist with Simon's strength to kind of rip her through into the paint. So Mariley now with 2 free throw opportunities.
Simon with 2 shots again. First is up and good. 2:51 to go here on the Thunder Seed scoreboard in the opening half, 33-24. And Simons missed the second. Rebound to Conte Smith. Up ahead. Shot there on the right-hand side by Burgess. Missed. Here's Broughton. Berner inside and denied. Access denied by Chloe Fowl with 2.5 to go in the opening half. 33-24 Class B. Oh, nice sidewinder pass by Simon. Just couldn't quite connect. Looked like that was foul on the other end.
Yeah, trying to go to her Packer teammate there. It was really good transition. Good block by Fowl and a great cut by Crockett, mind you. If Chloe's not there, that's an easy 2-point by Allie. And then when Mariley was coming around, she heard and saw a foul, but just couldn't give a perfect pass, if you will, to her in transition.
Smith. Class B. Kick out now that Crockett. Now Broughton, splash, kaboom. Riley Broughton, her 3rd made 3-pointer of the contest. Well, that's got to be a fun Sunday afternoon in the Broughton backyard to see which kid can knock down the most threes in the family hoop. Left side for Class A. Ooh, that looked like a tough fall. Class B picks it up, and that's a block from behind by Fowl.
Done it again to Crockett twice in the last 60 seconds.
Simon from the corner. Kaboom! Meyerly Simon. 6 points now.
Yeah, Mariley Simon did a good job there with another bucket. So good job by the West Fargo Packer product. Again, showing her range here. She can do it on the inside, but she can bring out some of those post players and have to play the perimeter.
Smith there for Class B. Berner, Kindred, nice stroll to the cup. Another block. This time by Metcalf. Near the top of the key. That's Kennebrew. And a backer way in, draws a foul.
Length of Class A right now has been more, not deceiving, it's been more well-balanced here from Chloe Fowl, which she's been able to do at 5'11", when Kennebrew at 6 foot even. And they've been able to take advantage of it, James, and go the other way, and now get to the free throw line here with Bergen.
First shot for Kennebrew was missed. I believe 3 of 5 from the free throw line for Class A tonight, if I'm looking at my notes correctly. That's a made shot for Kennebrew, 36-28. 65 seconds on the clock here in the opening half. Here's Broughton. Trying to chuck it, looking for Berner, and that's out of bounds. A little miscommunication there. I'm surprised, Chase, we haven't seen more miscommunications here today.
And you get opportunities to get some practices in for the teams. You're not going to see anything complex. You're not going to see staggered and elevator screens, pins, curl downs. You know, it's going to be pretty much a 4-out, 5-out offense for most. You'll see some screens, pick and rolls, but it's almost like you're going out to the Y and just playing pickup basketball in a way, James.
Mariley Simon puts it in once again. The leading scorer for Class A in this opening half, 36-30. Class A closing the gap here, but Class B has pretty much led the whole way. Smith looking inside for Haley Quam, just checked into the game. Quam puts up a prayer not answered, and rebound there that time by Class A. Dropped off there for Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew working on Quam. Now foul. Ash, back to foul. Kinnebrew in the corner. 15 seconds left in the opening half. Kinnebrew, nice roll to the cup and scores. 36-32, 7 seconds left. Time for one last chance. Turnaround jumper is missed. Quam fights for it, 3 and 2, and a jump ball 1.9. It'll go with Class A.
On Class A, got it back down to 2 possessions. James, you were curious which way it would go there when it was a 10-point contest, and the A's done a good job, good run to close out this first half.
Enough time for a catch, dribble or two, and a shot from half court, nowhere near the cup. 36-32 at the end of the first half. Class B leads Class A on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. We are back for halftime comments after this.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. 2023 North Dakota Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Joining us is Alan Doctor, part of the Bismarck Lions group, but more importantly, the chairman of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. And Alan, before we talk about the hard court, some memories, and the last time it's A versus B in the state, at least for the short term, we'll see what long term brings. But Alan, what is the Lions Club? If someone hasn't heard of it, someone's new to the state of North Dakota, what does the Lions Club provide and do for the respective towns and the communities you're in across the state?
Well, in Lions, our motto is we serve. And each Lion Club is probably a little bit different in that we have 4 different Lions Clubs just here in Bismarck. And each one has different goals that they do. And each Lions Club sees what are the needs of the community, and then we try and serve those needs. And in smaller communities, they are probably the one that really runs that small community. They have the fundraisers and the promotions and everything, kind of like a chamber of commerce, you know.
And the one thing, Alan, about this, it's 47 years now of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series, and you've been a part of them in some capacity for 45. So just take us through your experience. What makes this particular event in North Dakota so fun to you, but so fun to so many other people?
Well, when we first started Lions All-Star Basketball, they tried to move the games. You know, it started in 1977 with only one game, and they shift from one community to the next. Well, it only took 4 years, and the people started to realize, hey, this is too much work, you know, just for a one-shot deal. And so then it was decided that we would go to Bismarck and Fargo, and since 1981, that's where we've been.
And in this particular event, Class A, Class B, you talk to some people, it's a huge thing to beat the Ayers, or it's a huge thing to beat the Beers. You don't get a lot of that intermix during the regular season. And obviously there's awards like Mr. and Mrs. Basketball that get voted on. Is someone really better than the other person? Who did they play against? What was their team like? But at the end of the day, a competition is number one. To promote the athletes, I know, is number two. For you guys, this is a big thing from a Lions All-Star and the Lions Club point of view. But what makes this year with A and B so special to you, knowing what is coming up around the corner with 3 classes?
Yes, we always have been, and even our crowds know that they always are for the underdog, which would be Class B basketball. And so our crowds have been always at capacity since we moved into high school. We used to play in the Civic Center here in Bismarck, and that's a large venue, and so you only have 1,500, 2,000 people. you kind of get lost in that big gym. But here it's a kind of a small town atmosphere and everyone's cheering. So that I think is going to be exciting. Now, Class B always knows they're the underdog because Class A are the big boys and girls, but really they work on that as far as encouraging themselves to play ball, and stuff. And they couldn't be more proud when they do beat them. And they're over the years, Class A has won about 2 for every one Class B. The girls are a little bit closer. In fact, last year in 2022, the Class B girls beat the Class A girls, both games.
And the one thing, Alan, what does the chairman of this particular series do? What have you learned during your time 4 decades as part of the Lions Club, but also 4 decades part of this particular event? What's some of the things behind the scenes that the common folk, the common fans, so to speak, who just come to enjoy the game, watch the game, listen to the game, what do you do behind the scenes, Alan?
Well, we always start in the fall, believe it or not, usually in September. And what we do is Lions Club members from Bismarck and Fargo, we get together in Jamestown, and along with 2 representatives from the Coaches Association, and kind of rehash what went well and what needs a little fine tuning, so to speak. And so it starts then, but then you got to make arrangements for the venue that you have. Everybody's fighting for that space, and we set the dates then in September for the following year. That's the very, very first thing. Then after that, you go into what we really need, and all our members have to be involved in selling advertising for that book. And we are printing that book at a loss. We only charge $5 for that book, but that's got loads of information of all the players over the years since 1977. Gives you who were the high scorers for each game and everything else. So it's a lot of information in there. And I know today's world is a little bit different, where they don't even print booklets. You got multimedia, so they get away from that. But if you really, and if people this year, they really want a souvenir of how it was where Class A plays Class B and how it works. Because next year, as you probably know, North Dakota Coaches Association and the High School Activities Association has decided to go into a Class 3 system and stuff. And I don't know if they decided whether it be AA and A and B or what they're really going to call those 3. A lot of states go Class 4, Class 3, and stuff. So, but we're going to leave that decision to the Coaches Association. We as Lions, we're here to serve our people in our community. We're not, a lot of our members are not what you call real basketball fans and everything. But it has been a real good moneymaker for us to provide for our projects that we have throughout North Dakota.
And speaking of one of those booklets, I got it right here. I can say without a doubt that is got a lot of information with some of the players. A final thing for you here, Alan, on this interview, we'll also have you on the boys game a little bit later on. A favorite basketball memory all time that it comes to this series. Is it a particular player? Is it a particular group or team that just was, wow, I can't believe there's all these all-staters and future college athletes? What's one memory that comes to mind for you right off the bat here, Alan?
Well, I think probably the one is Jim Kleinsasser, who was a Minnesota Viking, and he decided to play basketball in there because he said, this will be my last opportunity. I'm going to be going to UND and concentrating on football. And I don't know if he really knew he was going to be a pro at that time, but he knew that this would be his last chance. And he had tremendous leaping ability. And I remember him going down and dunking the ball. And of course, that really got the crowd going, So there's another one might be Jeff Oshie. There I know he became an All-American, McDonald's All-American, and he scored 24 points when he played in 1981. So those two just come just off the top of my head.
Yeah, those two are pretty good as well. One played in a Final Four, another one played a long time in the National Football League. Alan, thanks so much for your time, and thanks for the hospitality as well. We will see you in a little bit here once we get to the boys' game. But again, thanks so much for your time here on our halftime show, the girls' contest.
Thank you.
That again is Alan Doctor, chairman of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. We'll take a quick break and get you ready for second half action coming up around the corner from the capital city here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, GooseRiverGolfClub.com.
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Back to Bismarck High for Class B versus Class A. Lions All-Star Basketball Series girls contest right now on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Class B with the lead over Class A, 36-32. Leading scorers for Class B, Ellie Broughton, 10 points off 3 made three-pointers. DeConte Smith has 6. Mikkel Heidelbaugh has 5. And for Class A, the 3 leading scorers, 8 points each for Bergen Kinnebrew and Mariley Simon, and 5 points for Ella Falk. The leading scorers for Class A and Class B. Class B is going to get the ball to start. Again, 36-32 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. It'll be the starters out there with for Class B, Powell, Quam, Heidelbaugh, Hager, and Harder. Will slide in there for Class B. The Class A's run down when they get the ball. Quam, kick out to Harder. Turnaround jumper is short, and the rebound goes there to Class A and Ella Falk. Falk with it right now. They're going to go coast to coast. Missed the shot short and poked out of bounds. Again, the starters for the second half. It's Falk and Eckroth and Metcalf, and looks like Egermont and Faulkner out there for Class A. Inbound to the corner. Faulkner for 3. Long rebound taken by Quam. Quam back the other way for Class B. Quam kicks it free throw line. Now back out corner for Hager. The Rugby Panther rolls to the cup, missed the shot, and the rebound goes to Powell underneath the basket. Snagged there that time by Metcalf, the Cheyenne Mustang. Back the other way, up and under for Eckroth. Quick shot so far, but nothing falling. Still 36-32 in the first 57 seconds of the half. Hager for 3. Twinks in and out, rebound Faulkner.
Good tempo, good, as you said, James, transition. Right now it's just about which team is going to get the hoop and the basket inside the hoop. I mean, Class B had 29 points in the first 12 minutes.
Another missed 3 that time for Class A, and for Falk, she had 5 points in the first half. Heidelbaugh also had 5 in the first half, dropped off for Haley Quam. And Quam scores for Class B, 38-32.
And that's what's kind of maybe been the difference, I think, a little bit, James, the extra passes that we've seen by Class B to get a good shot for a great shot.
3 on the way for Class A. Kaboom! Falk. Falk knocks it down. She's up to 8 points now. A couple made threes, 38-35. Closest it's been since the early part of the contest. Hager for 3. Off the mark, rebound, Class A. Looking to tie or cut it to 1. There's Falk again. Egermont for 3. Short. Rebound for Class B and for Powell. Bowman County Bulldog gets it back from Mikkel Heidelbaugh. Right side for Quam. Hook shot is missed. And the rebound. Fight for the ball. Quam keeps it in, but Class A takes it. Falk drops it off. Eckroth steps into a jumper. That was partially blocked by Hager, and it will stay with Class B.
Yeah, Class A will handle it here.
Or Class A, excuse me.
Ella Falk did a really good job driving there to get that shot for an opportunity for Eckroth. And we haven't been tied, James, since it was the opening tip and a chance here for Class A to possibly do it.
Eckroth drew the foul. She would have made the shot and made the free throw. They would have been tied, but she'll settle for 2 shots here. The foul's going to go against Kennedy Harder, the Kidder County Wolf, with her second. By the way, our officials for today's contest for the girls, Doug Saylor, Keith Kost, and Jordan Kleingen. First free throw is good for Eckroth, lead down to 2.
And it's been fun to see some of these players. You mentioned about, Alyssa Eckroth here, a Bismarck Legacy Sabre, heading out to Western Colorado. Former NDSCS women's basketball coach Adam Jacobson went from JUCO to the RMAC in Division II. And, well, he said, if I got some relations in North Dakota and some relationships, James, they're bringing them out there to Colorado.
Haley Quam with a good start, and we've got, it looks like, a quick timeout. So we're back on your live event.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
McGuire's is your Ford, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in Rugby. Hi, this is Zach. Come in today and check out our great selection of new and used vehicles. Plenty to choose from. So give us a call or come in today and see me. McGuire's. Great people, great prices, great products.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
And back here in Bismarck, 40-37. Time for a Bank North in-game update. The Bank North timeout in-game update here. Class B really spreading the ball around. Total number of scores: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scores for Class B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Class A. It's in-game updates brought to you by Bank North. And Class A with a rock here, trailing by 3, again 40-37 on that Thunder Seed scoreboard. And kick out there. There's a 3 for the tie. Off the mark there that time, off the shot from Ashley Wacha, the Davies Eagle, and it's knocked out of bounds. So stay with Class A.
And I saw her sister Riley Wacha, the University of Mary commit. Ashley, they're going to be rivals. It's going to be the Marauders against the Beavers from Minot State. So more sisterly love moving forward.
Inbound, and that's going to be another foul. 2 shots coming as it's going to be Kinnebrew to the line. She scored 8 points to co-led with Riley Simon for Class A in the first half.
Harder picks up that foul there, James, as you mentioned. And the one thing with Kinnebrew going back to Bismarck Century, there was a lot of expectations on that team with the just a massive talent that they had at the collegiate level in a myriad of sports. Just, really good athletes. And as everybody else did in the Class A girls tournament, ran into a buzzsaw that was named Jocelyn Schiller from Red River, and Kent Ripplinger's a junior guard last year.
Interception there for Class A, knocked out of bounds by Quam. It'll stay Class A basketball. It's Wacha. Foul is out there from West Fargo, and getting it now is Kinnebrew. And then also out there right now is Peyton Newmiller. Newmiller from Bismarck, playing on her home floor, and then Simon's out there as well, also from West Fargo. Foul. Flips it. Left side here now. Kinnebrew looking to go in on Heidelbaugh, runs into a wall. Kick out there to foul. Back to Kinnebrew. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get it off. And 3 and 2 and 1. And just in time, but a missed shot. Heidelbaugh with a rebound. The Rugby Panther, future Northern State Wolf, gets it up ahead to Harder, the former Wolf. Heidelbaugh steps into a jumper, smooth as silk for Mikkel Heidelbaugh, 42-38.
That was a nice-looking jumper by Heidelbaugh right there, and her older brother probably would be very impressed with Brad. Also played and had an opportunity in some of these All-Star games.
Simon knocks it in, 42-40. Looks like just a substitution. Timeout here.
I mentioned about Heidelbaugh, second-team All-State, and going to be fun to see how she's able to do at the Division II level with her and DeConte Smith. That's some really good talent going down to Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Along with DeConte, you mentioned Smith and Heidelbaugh. Northern State, one of the best atmospheres for basketball in this region, especially. They constantly sell out there in Aberdeen. Class B with it now, Burner from Kindred. Olivia Dick, turnaround jumper. The Thompson guard knocks it in. That's her first bucket of the game there, Chase.
Yeah, and Olivia going to UND for softball. We saw her in the Shield Softball All-Star Series a month ago. A multi-sport athlete that can do it all for the Thompson Tommies.
Kinnebrew in the lane. Puts it in. Kinnebrew really starting to get going here now. She's got 11.
And now it's like trading buckets when no one was able to score to start the first 90 seconds. And we've said it before, a chance for a stop and score and the A to either take a lead for the first time or tie. But Class B, James just has had the answer when it got down to 2 points more times than not.
They still have not given up the lead yet, but they've given up the ball as Kinnebrew with the steal. Looking to tie or take the lead with a 3. Kinnebrew muscling her way to the cup. Layup is good. We're tied. Kinnebrew starting to take over here now.
First tie of the ball game.
Burner, top of the key, left side, steps into a 3, short, rebound, A had it, and they keep it with foul. Kinnebrew, left side, looking to take their first lead of the game. Looking in, Simon gets away and scores. Riley Simon out to 12 points, and Class A has their first lead of the game.
It was a really good job by Kinnebrew to not force the first pass, allow the defense to come back, and then able to finish it off with that left-hand bounce pass.
3 in the way is missed there that time by Crockett. The Northern Cass Jaguar couldn't quite find the bottom of the bucket. Kinnebrew is, though. Oh, boy. Bergen Kinnebrew with another. 48-44. Class A opening a lead on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. 14-18 to go in the opening half, the second half.
And all of a sudden, it's a 6-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes.
Burner hooks into the corner. Cotton inside. Crockett puts it in, and Hallie Crockett, first basket of the second half. She's up to 4 points now, 48-46.
Really good passing, though, from two girls who didn't like each other during the regular season, and Cotton and Crockett playing in a really competitive Region 1.
Kinnebrew slows it down just a bit for Class A. Drops it off now. Foul. Back over on the right-hand side. Nice move to the cup and scores that time for Newmiller. 50-46. Back the other way, Class B. Ball underneath the basket there for Simon. That's going to be Rylan Burgess from Cavalier. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Back to Newmiller. These are some friendly confines. The last time the Bismarck High Demon will be playing in her home court. Holds the all-time records on the girls' side for assists and steals as a Bismarck High Demon. And also congratulations to the new Bismarck High AD. A lot of folks in the eastern part of the state are going to know his name. And Matt Crane, the former football coach for the Kindred Vikings, and also the activities athletic director out there in Kindred, making his new home here in Bismarck. And James, I had to give him some grief. I was like, you go to the center part of the state and we get to see you. How does that work out for the first time for a new location?
Quite a move there for the former Kindred Viking as Burgess makes 2 free throws, 50-48. Faulkner for 3. Missed it. Rebound. Up for grabs and taken back for Class B and Crockett. Crockett, layup is just in and out. Faulkner takes it now. Class A with it, leading by 2, 50-48. Ash, Eckroth. Now left side here. They're going to go around. That time is Falk. Picks up her dribble, surrounded by Class B athletes. Cotton with a nice steal. And it's a blocking foul. It's gonna,
And blocking foul on Eckroth. It was a good try. You know, you're trying to go backwards. You're at least, it's a good foul in terms of it's no bonus. You're not going to give up an easy layup. She's got a handful to give. So a good one there by Alyssa. At least attempt to try to get the block.
Thompson, from Thompson, Olivia Dick. Drops it off here now for Berner. Crockett dancing a little bit at the top of the key. Moves inside now, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's Class A. Looks like Emily Ash going to pick it up here. It's going to be her third team foul and the third personal on Ash.
And as this game gets closer and closer to triple zeros, James, it's going to heat up a little bit more with every possession.
3 on the way. Kaboom! Ryland Burgess. 5 points leads all Class B players in the second half, and the lead is back to Class B, 51-50.
Yeah, second team All-Stater heading to Jamestown. Going to be a Jimmy coming up in the fall.
Falk, left side for Class A. Drops it back off to Eckroth. Eckroth into the paint. Kick out now Faulkner. Faulkner drops it off for Ash. She'll step into a 3. Kaboom! Emily Ash. Now up to 7, and the lead back to Class A, 53-51. Back the other way for 3. Kaboom again! This time for Ryland Burgess. Starting to heat up now with 11 points in the game, 54-53. Back and forth we go. Egermont, layup is good. Brooke Egermont, the Valley City Highlanders' first bucket of the game, 55-54.
Feel like we're playing NBA Jam. It's all offense in the last 60 seconds.
Funny how things change, as that's a missed 3. Ash gets the rebound and a foul on the other way. Well, it looks like by Burgess. Boy, that Cavalier Tornado really blitzing through this second half.
Yeah, and feed the hot hand, if you will. That's if you're going back and playing at college and you're playing a pickup basketball game, and it's just like you find a hot shooter and you just keep feeding them the ball and say, shoot until you miss 3 in a row, because nobody else can make it on your team. So just keep shooting.
Platoon change there for Class B. It's now Smith, Heidelbaum, Braun, Hager, and Quam out for Class B. Faulkner dropped off now. Eckroth in the corner. Eckroth driving baseline, put it up and missed. Rebound taken by Smith. 55-54, Class A holding on to a 1-point lead. Heidelbaum for 3. Kaboom! Markel Heidelbaum. From team, I think that one was from Smith as well. Nice kick out there, 57-52. Faulkner back the other way for Class A. And intercepted Heidelbaum. Got Braun with her. Braun gets it back, looking inside for Quam. Finds the way to Smith, actually, who gets it to Quam and 1. Class B finding a little spark there. It's 11:01 to go, 59-55. Class B leads on the Thunder Seat scoreboard.
Yeah, that was tic-tac-toe passing. Really good transition. And again, the extra pass by DeConte Smith to Quam, able to go through that contact with Ella Falk. And all of a sudden, we were talking about Class A playing with the advantage. All of a sudden, you look up, and it's Class B that's on a little 6-0 run, James, or last handful of possessions.
Haley Quam now with 11 points. I think there's about 3 players for Class B with 11. Here's Egermont inside. Missed the shot. Rebound, Quam. Might have been partially blocked in the air. Smith, one-hander in the corner. Heidelbaum, short. Rebound. Ash, a one-on-one with Broughton. Ash and Broughton about the same size. Oh, and Broughton gets her paws in there. Jump ball, it'll stay Class A.
That was just, if I can use a phrase from football, that was like an Oklahoma drill in basketball. But that would be 1v1 right there, and Broughton and Ash. That was just fun to see spin. Broughton got her hands on the basketball, and Ash tried her best to maybe get some contact, but just really good defense by Broughton.
Broughton 5'3". She's the smallest player in either roster, and Ash is 5'6". Faulkner for 3. Long rebound. Nice box out there from the shortest player in Broughton. Braun drops it off for Smith. DeConte Smith, the Central Cat Squirrel. Now back to Braun from West Hope Newburgh. Heidelbaum and Hager, 2 Rugby Panthers. And Haley Quam trying to get it from Smith. Quam, formerly of Wilton Wing, and finished her career at Shiloh Christian as she draws the jump ball. Stay with Class B.
And a reminder, the boys game coming up, that will be an 8 o'clock hard start if this game does get done early. So for those waiting for the boys basketball game, it's not going to start at 7:30. That's going to start as close to 8 as possible.
Inbound, Quam missed it short. Braun gets it back, missed it. Quam with another chance, puts it back up, and missed it. And Ash and Braun with another rip away.
This time, though, Ellie Broughton got called for the foul, got her hand caught in that old proverbial cookie jar. But that's been a fun battle, and that's what you get to see sometimes with the rotations of players coming in. Who's kind of the thorn on your side for, 2 nights of basketball. And it's been fun to see these two teams go at it. And a really quality competitive game that's been from top to bottom. I mean, it was 21-7 early in the contest for Class B, but since then, James, we really haven't talked much about double digits in terms of a lead.
Shot on the way, rattled in that time by Kinnebrew again. She's on the floor, and she's going to continue to light it up. 60-57. Hager for 3. Off the mark, her rebound taken there by Kinnebrew again. Kinnebrew, layup is missed. Simon with the board. DeConte Smith chops it down, but it's a foul first.
And it was all led by Kinnebrew. She was looking behind her to see where DeConte was. Once she had the 4-on-3, she kind of brought a little bit of the help by Simon, and that just allowed Mariley to get there. So Joey's favorite sport is hockey. We can maybe say that Kinnebrew had the hockey assist.
Simon's first at the line is missed. She's got 12 on the game. 60-57 again, our score. What a great first game. Hoping the boys is about the same. Simon's second is good. Simon says, let's trim the lead to 2. 60-58 now. Class B with the ball.
This might be, James, who gets that 8-0 run in him? That might be the difference maker. We just saw it moments ago from Class B, but who gets that next 8-0 run? That could really be who determines the winner of this game.
Ooh, tough fall for Quam, but bounces back up right away.
I say Maya Metcalf might have been the last one, or they might call a foul on Maya here from behind. And it's going to be on Metcalf.
Yep. You mentioned Quam, of course, and her Shiloh Christian Lady Skyhawks. They were the favorites in Region 5. But shout out to the Garrison Troopers for making it to the state tournament and having a great run all the way to finishing in 4th place, taking out Shiloh Christian in that region tournament. Inbound for Class B is Hager. Missed it. DeConte Smith picks it up, squirts it out to Quam. And Heidelbaugh trying to keep it alive and does. Good ball handling there. Drops it off. Broughton steps into a 3. In and out, rebound Quam, put back is up and missed. Rebound Metcalf. Drops it off for Kinnebrew. Here comes Class A. Falk for the lead. Excuse me, that's foul. Knocks in her first bucket of the game. 61-60, Class A regains the lead.
She just showed you why she's an all-stater. She can do it in many different ways by not scoring, James, and that's why the Packers are able to make state this year.
DeConte Smith rolls to the cup, missed the shot, but she'll go to the free throw line. That's going to go against Kinnebrew. That's her first. 6 fouls for Class A and 5 for Class B as Smith ties it at 61.
Back to Chloe Fowl. She's heading to the University of Mary. Have her, Kinnebrew, future teammates on the Class A All-Star teams.
Smith missed the second, and we remain tied at 61. Someone say hi to Roger Maris for me. Kinnebrew. Going to go inside. Drops it off. Simon. Poked in the air that time by Smith, and Braun in Class B takes it back. Heidelbaugh. Hager. Back to Heidelbaugh for 3. Kaboom! Markel Heidelbaugh. Up now to 13 on the game.
Yeah, 3 threes, and she's been able to show you her versatility in this one throughout.
Inside and back out. 3 for Class A. In and out that time, taken by Broughton. Broughton looking to push the pace. Drops it off Heidelbaugh. Inside for Quam. Backs up and deflected out by Fowl. Fowl drops it off now Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew working on DeConte Smith. She'll back it up. Find some space for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound DeConte Smith. Tiptoeing the baseline there. Flips it up ahead to Heidelbaugh. Heidelbaugh back to Smith. Smith trying to work around 2 Class A All-Stars. Kicks it back out. Broughton for 3. Kaboom! Allie Broughton. Her 4th made 3-pointer of the game. First since the first half. Class B opening things up on the Thunder Seed scoreboard, 67-61.
B doesn't necessarily need a bucket right now, but a bucket would feel going the right way for Class A.
3 for Foul. Made one earlier. Missed it there as Heidelbaugh takes the board. Heidelbaugh slows it down a little bit. Hager drops it inside for Smith. Smith, ooh, denied. Tough fall for DeConte Smith. Heidelbaugh with the interception. Pops the jumper and missed. Rebound Out of bounds.
This one might be, I'm wondering which coach might want to call a timeout sooner or later just to give these girls a break, but there's your line change, if you will. It almost feels like NASCAR. The only difference is you don't get a fresh set of tires. You get some fuel, you get to hang in the pits for a little bit, James, and then get right back out there.
Kentucky basketball, I think John Calipari was the first one to kind of, on the basketball side, popularize the platoon system. I think that was the Carl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis days when that started. Olivia Dick for three. Off the mark. Thompson Tommy couldn't quite get it to go down as Eckroth gets the rebound and finds a way to get the ball ahead. Now to teammate Eckroth. Got it from Ella Falk. They're going to go inside. That's Ash. Ash up and under. Missed the shot. Draws the foul.
Ellie Powell will be the guilty party here for Class B. Also a future VCSU women's basketball athlete. And as you mentioned earlier, Emily Ash, she's got a little jitterbug in her, that ability to spin, ability to go from first to fourth gear here. And Class A right now, they've been just stuck on 61. That maybe feels like a while for the AL Stars.
Ash misses the first, and if you had jitterbug on your broadcast bingo card, there you go. As the jitterbug, Emily Ash knocks down the second, 67-62. Claire Cotton, Central Cass Squirrel, drops it off. Olivia Dick now back to Cotton for three. Short rebound taken by Class A. A little bit of a 2-on-3 going on right now. And Newmiller missed it. Rebound taken out there by Class B and Burgess. Burgess up ahead to Cotton. Blocked from behind. They'll stay Class B basketball.
That's transition that got Class B out early was in that transition game here. James, we'll see if they can maybe get some easy buckets in the last 6 minutes doing that.
Olivia Dick inbound. And there's Burgess. She had a couple of threes in the second half. Cotton will try to get one for herself. Kaboom! Claire Cotton. First made bucket of the second half. She's got 5 points. Class B starting to pull away, 70-62. 5:50 to go here in the game on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Drive to the cup is missed by Eckroth, but she draws the foul.
I'll see who is the guilty party here. You had a number 1 and a number 4 with Cotton and Harder, but Harder, really good move on the way. And now all of a sudden, we were talking about earlier, we haven't seen a double-digit lead in a while. Well, Class B's knocking on the door of it, and Class A just needs to see something go through the cylinder because it was tied at 61 at the 8:40 mark, and since then, James has been really B on their current run.
Eckroth with 4 made free throws, 70-64. Lead down to 6. Cross court. Drives baseline for Burgess. Missed the shot. Rebound there for Class A. Here's Ash. Emily Ash. Nice move to the cup and scores. That a nice last couple of minutes. She's got 6 points quickly. 10 for the game. 70-66. 3 in the way for Class B. It's off the mark. Rebound snagged there by Falk. Falk will bring it up there for the Class A All-Stars. Falk, Jamestown, and turns it over. Back comes Burgess, the Cavalier. Tornado. As that's a drop and one for Harder.
Harder almost with a drop step, but she was looking towards the hoop when she kind of did it. A little mini pump fake, able to bring that extra step with her right now. And now all of a sudden, James, these last handful of minutes, it's not about everybody getting playing time. It's about who's the 5 or 7 best players that are playing with and for each other. And that's what we're going to see down the stretch in this contest.
They call it crunch time here when you get to about this stage of the game. As that's a made free throw from Harder, the Kidder County Wolf, now with 5 points, 73-66. Class B holding on to the lead, but Class A, plenty of time to cut the lead. Metcalf, top of the key now. Ash for 3. Off the mark, rebound, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Class B.
And a fresh 30 on the shot clock as well here. An interesting spot to inbound the basketball.
Right in the corner. About your least favorite spot to do so. As Claire Cotton whips that out of bounds on an inbound.
We'll go back to our baseline cam here, James. There's a reason why we utilize it. Might as well have a 3-cam system. Let's see Kent Ripplinger call the offense.
Inbounds on the sideline and gets it into Ash. Ash left side of the paint. Kick out Metcalf 3. In and out. Rebound snag there by Harder and Class B. About 4.5 to go here in this one. Class B trying to win 3 in a row since the start of the 22 series. Olivia Dick. Round right-hand side now, Cotton. In the corner goes Ellie Powell, the Bowman County Bulldog. Drives, baseline, draws the foul.
I'm looking around here, that foul will come across. Maya Metcalf could be, but standing room only as some fans are waiting for that boys game. We'll see who will stay. Maybe some of those fans in the house will go from both boys and girls, but a really good-looking crowd here tonight inside the Bismarck High, James.
Powell's first is good. Yeah, great crowd here in the capital city. It's fun to get basketball in July. We got to take some things when we get the weather that we get.
Yeah, 100%. And the nice thing is, for those that are curious, tomorrow Fargo South on the eastern side of the state, if you want to see this live and in person, and with a really good club that it supports as well with those Alliance Club members.
Powell, second shot is good. 75-66. Mikhail Heidelbaugh back on the floor, as well as DeConte Smith and Quam. Get into that crunch time. Those three are back out there along with Crockett and Berner. Ash takes it up for Class A. Ash and Metcalf and Fow and Simon and Kinnebrew. They're 5 on the floor right now for Class A. Riley Simon, top of the key, looking at direct traffic, drops it off now for Ash. Emily Ash, now Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew's had a great second half, rolls to the cup, and foul before the shot. Either way, she'll shoot free throws.
This one might be on Heidelbaugh, or Quam, we'll see what it is on.
It will be Heidelbaugh with her first.
Both teams, as you mentioned, James, from here on out in the bonus.
1-1 on the way. Getting rid of that in some classes in the future. As Kinnebrew makes the first shot.
Kind of like college. I like the women's game. Interesting, though, you go to quarters and you do a reset. You get to 5, and then it's double bonus. There is strategy, though, James, with that single bonus late.
Kinnebrew does make them both. DeConte Smith trying to put up a shot. It's blocked. She gets it back. Surrounded. Gets it out to Berner. Now Heidelbaugh. Nice defense there for Class A. 10 on the shot clock. Crockett. Berner. Heidelbaugh. Time winding down. Slithers in, but missed the shot. Nash with the rebound. 75-68. 3.5 to go in this one. Ash. Foul. Inside. Simon. And a jump ball. Possession arrow makes it stay with Class A.
Class A, it's kind of crunch time right now. You don't really want to come up too many times empty. At least find a way to get to the free throw line if you're Class B. This is not going to be Dean Smith 4 corners of basketball, but you can be pretty selective as long as you take care of the ball and do the things you've done to get you this lead.
Kinnebrew gets the inbound there for the Class A All-Stars. Ash, Kinnebrew working on Haley Quam. Quam putting up some tough defense. Tough shot, nearly went in. Rebound, back out to Metcalf, and she's able to find the bottom of the basket.
Carla Nelson, MSU Dragons head coach, likes to see that kind of shot that goes in.
3 minutes to go here, 75-70 on that Thunder Seed scoreboard. Oh, nice move for DeConte Smith.
She's impacted the game. She doesn't just need to score, James, but she's impacted the game in a myriad of ways.
Kinnebrew, Ash for 3. Doinks off the back of the iron. Rebound, Riley Simon. Her and Quam go to the floor. Jump ball goes to Class B.
Class B right now doing a really good job. Got it back to 3 possessions, and we'll see how Class A kind of wants to come out of this one. Will they double team a lot? How will they kind of apply some pressure defense? If you're Class B right now, a really good chance to just hold on to the ball, find ways to cut, get to the rim, and they've done that awfully well throughout this contest.
Big possession here for both sides as Smith goes to the cup, missed the shot, but she draws the foul. As she's just a freight train, just a hard player to stop on defense. I would not want to draw that assignment.
The one thing that I'm curious is it's going to be tough because it's been well balanced on who the player of the game might be.
Exactly.
Brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. I think DeConte Smith has put her hat in the ring for Class B now. If you're talking about them, Ellie Bronton, what she did in the first half, and then Rylan Burgess, just went boom, boom, and 3s in a row. So those 3 are definitely, in the hunt, if you will.
79-70. Class A needs to make some moves here. Final 2:25. Out to now inside to Simon, and that's not good. Tough fall there for DeConte Smith. Let's take a quick break.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
And back out of the Bank North timeout, 79-72 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard, Class B. With the lead over Class A. Again, our timeouts and game updates brought to you by Bank North. Bank North to take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. Bank North is more than just a bank. They're a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more, visit banknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, 79-72. Class B with the ball. It's Broughton, Heidelbaugh, Berner, Crockett, and Quam on the floor there for Class B. Heidelbaugh. Looking inside for Quam, poked away, still up for grabs. Class A's got it with Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew drops it off now for, I think, foul. Looking inside for Simon, and a jump ball. Possession stays with Class A. Chase, I think we had like 1 or 2 jump balls in the first half. We've had about 10 here in the second half.
You're getting a little bit more tired, obviously. That's number one thing. You know, it's one thing to be in shape. It's one thing to be in basketball shape, they always say. But it's been tough. I mean, hey, when it's this close, you want to win.
Kinnebrew with the inbound, and Perkin Kinnebrew. What a fantastic drive and one. Huge free throw here right now.
I got her for 20 right now for Kinnebrew, and we mentioned about Class A, Class B All-Stars in terms of our players of the game. I think Perkin Kinnebrew has put her hat in the ring on the Class A side.
I think I got about 21. So either way, she's doing pretty darn well. As there's now I got it down for 22 here in this one, 79-75, 1:53 to go. Class A, still plenty of time, but they got to play some defense here. Class B, inbound. Heidelbaugh and company got to take care of the ball. Heidelbaugh, Crockett. Northern Castle's all-time leading scorer in girls basketball history. As that's a foul, and free throws coming for Hallie Crockett. And it's going to go again, I believe against Kinnebrew. That's her second.
And now it's 2 shots for both teams from here on out from the bonus. So the clock's definitely going to stop a little bit more. And after that, a timeout, DeConte Smith getting attended to on the far side. The good thing is she looks like she's got a smile on her face. The one thing, though, that's not good is they're continuing to look at her, more than likely putting some ice around a proverbial calf or knee situation.
Ooh, and that's a hard foul there off the miss from Crockett after she made the first. 80-75, 98 seconds to go on that Thunder Seed scoreboard. Again, Class B versus Class A boys game coming up after this one on your live event.
And Harder fouls out there with her 5th. So you got 5 fouls. Might as well take them in the All-Star game as much as you can.
Exactly.
And now a chance for Class A to come back the other way and try to trim it to a 1-possession game.
Maya Metcalf at the line. 5 points on the game. Match your jersey number. First shot is up and good. Metcalf, 80-76.
Head coach Kenyon Wingenbach, the assistant for Class A.
Second shot is good for Metcalf. 80-77, 96 seconds on the clock. Full court press being employed there by Class A. Quam and the Class B All-Stars break it. Quam sees an opening, goes into the lane. Shot is up and missed. Rebound taken by Kinnebrew. Bergen Kinnebrew trying to put the Class A All-Stars on her back. Kinnebrew backs away. Right-hand side, drops it off now for Eckroth. Back to Kinnebrew. Off the screen from Eckroth. Kinnebrew goes to work. And stolen away by Ellie Broughton. Broughton breezes past defenders. Shot is missed. Nice chase down, though, by Burgess. Burgess in the corner for three. Kaboom! Ryland Burgess, her fourth of the game, 83-77. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're back on your live event.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And coming out of a Bank North timeout, 83-77 on the underseed scoreboard. And 51.7 on the clock here for your in-game update presented by Bank North. 10 team fouls, both sides in the double bonus the rest of the way. 3 timeouts left for Class B, 2 for Class A. 50 seconds to go now. Class A with the ball. Bergen Kidebrew has been the catalyst for Class A here, especially in the second half. Metcalf drops off now for foul. Taking a lot of time here. Kidebrew inside. Kidebrew muscling her way to the cut. Missed the shot. Rebound Quam. Lost it on the floor. Still up for grabs. And it's a jump ball. Possession favors Class B.
And Newmiller right there had an opportunity at that one. And we'll see if Jay Bachman, I was going to say it's a curious spot to inbound again to see if he wanted to take a timeout, but they're going to let it ride.
It's inbound. This is Crockett. And we get a whistle on the sub. Emily Ash is going to come into the game, as will Ashley Wacha in for foul and Metcalf. 27.9 on the clock. Tough inbound in the corner. Looking and getting it in to Olivia Dick. And Ash pokes it away. Wrestling on the floor. Another jump ball with 19.2. Class A gets it back.
Kent Rimplinger was saying, I might have wanted a timeout, but then you look at the possession arrow, we'll take it either way for Class A. But now, James, a lot of time is coming off the clock.
There's another timeout, 83-77. We're back.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout here on the Thunder Seed scoreboard, 83-77. Class B with the lead. Here comes Class A. Ash lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Class A.
Do you want the 3? Yes, but you need a bucket really quick, and you might need a timeout and another steal, James.
They'll take what's open. Ash. Inbound. This might be a 3. Oh, no. Twinks off the right side. That's a missed opportunity there for Class A.
Class B, if they can hold on, James, 3 straight in the series after sweeping last year.
Yep. Crockett. It's and we might get another timeout, and we do. 83-77, Class B with the lead on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout, 83-77 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Don't forget, on our postgame, we'll have stats and analysis, and Chase Miller will have our RDK Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drake. Player of the Game coming up after the conclusion of this one. Inbound to Class B. And Crockett into Broughton. Back to Crockett. Nice play drawn up, and a foul's drawn. 10.2 in the clock. Callie Crockett goes to the free throw line.
I'd like to thank all of our feature sponsors, including Bell Bank as well, with the player interviews that we'll have a little bit later on, as you mentioned. Also, those feature sponsors with the Lions All-Star Basketball Series that you have, Nodak Insurance, Dakota Community Bank, just a handful of those that partner with a really good organization in the Lions Basketball Series here in the Lions Club, James.
Callie Crockett knocks down the first, 84-77. And Crockett's second is up, and it's good as well. 85-77. Too little too late, looks like, for Class A. Chance to try and put some points on the board at least. It's up and missed, and that is a rebound for Class B, and that'll do it. Third straight time that Class B has won since 2022. Our final score on the Thunder Seed scoreboard, 85-77. Class B with the win. Post-game comments after this on your live event.
From the opening kickoff and first pitch to the final whistle and finish line, no matter the season, Rugby Insurance Agency is there to support and celebrate our student athletes. The names and faces may change from year to year, but what never changes is the need to protect the things you value most. We hope you consider us when choosing your insurance team. Stop by and meet the members of our team, Amanda, Chad, and me, Keith. Rugby Insurance Agency, your insurance players of the game. 776-6980.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And back to Bismarck. Again, the final score of the girls' game, 85-77. Class B with the win over Class A. It's time now for our Bell Bank player interviews. Here with our RDK Enterprises player of the game is Chase Miller.
Thank you very much, James. Yeah, Rylan Burgess here from Cavalier. Rylan, you started to heat up there in the second half, hit some big-time threes. What was going through your mind in transition there, and just also casting away and hitting some big shots to pick up a victory?
Well, I was kind of feeling it. They need me as a shooter to score some points because our offense wasn't working when we're slow. So our transition threes were working well, so I was just there to hit them.
And able to get a third straight win for the B Girls All-Stars over the Class A All-Stars. How sweet is this one in the final A versus B series to know that you're at least going to get a split and have a chance to go get that sweep tomorrow night in Fargo?
Yeah, it's awesome. Class A is usually supposed to be the ones to win, but it's fun when Class B can get a win over A.
What has been your favorite time so far? You got together Friday, came together for some practices, able to do some events, but what's been your favorite memory so far, outside of maybe hitting those threes and picking up a win here, Riley?
Meeting new girls, playing with new girls. It's really fun to play with people that really enjoy basketball as much as you do. And these are some of my lifetime memories with these friends.
Speaking of three-pointers, last question. Ellie Broughton hit some threes in the first half. What's it been like playing with some of the best across the state from practices and also here in this first of 2 games here in the Lions All-Star Series?
It's awesome. It's fun to play with people that can shoot, move the ball, read you when you're open.
So, Rylan, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you tomorrow night at the Bruin Den in Fargo.
Thank you.
Rylan Burgess with us here. We'll allow her to go. We'll bring Ellie Broughton. Ellie, you can come on in. Thank you so much again, Rylan. As Ellie Broughton here from West Hope Newburgh, able to hit some three-pointers in the first half you got going. Some of those were from, I think, the Capitol, not too far away here. Ellie, what was it like in the first half, just getting in a rhythm, really playing with the lead until the midway point in the second half when A kind of got out on front? But early on, you guys came out of the chute and able to hit some big-time threes here, Ellie.
Yeah, no, I think we came out with a lot of energy, and that's what we needed. I mean, Class A has a bunch of skilled players, as do we, and we knew that if we wanted to win this game, we had to come with energy, and energy is so big in basketball, and being able to hit those shots obviously helps build that energy, but even when we were down, we didn't let that fall.
How about a couple of the Rugby Panther players, Central Cass Squirrel and DeConte Smith and others? It just seemed like it was the extra pass. It seemed like this team really came together. Did you feel that from Friday in the first couple practices, this team coming together Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now here on this Monday night?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, the extra pass, we really emphasized that coming out of halftime. And obviously that didn't work for us right away. Just shots weren't falling, and that was both ends. But eventually we decided, we had to slow down and make that extra pass worth it, and that's what we did.
What's been your funnest moment so far here of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series since you guys got together on Friday?
Just getting to meet and get, more, comfortable with the girls. Obviously we all came in, some of us playing together before, some of us not, and being able to grow that relationship with them has been amazing.
Final thing, the atmosphere, sold-out crowd here in Bismarck. How fun is that playing in front of a couple of thousand of people here in the capital city?
Oh, it's so fun. I'm not used to this, and having that energy throughout the gym is so fun. It makes it a way better experience.
Ellie, thanks much for your time. We'll see you tomorrow in Fargo.
Sounds good.
That again is Ellie Broughton and Rylan Burgess. James, let's toss it back up to you.
Thank you, Chase. Again, with Ryan Burgess and Ellie Broughton, our Bell Bank player interviews. Get the best of both worlds at Bell Bank. Enjoy a full suite of services and resources you'd find at a national bank with the care of a local community partner. Visit bell.bank to learn more. Bell Bank is member FDIC. Again, those two were our RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton players of the game. For precision planning updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises Hillsborough and Drayton. 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. We're back with more on our post-game show on your live event.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
And welcome back to Bismarck. Final score in girls Class B versus Class A. I have 85-77 with Class B coming out on top. Class B led most of the way, and here are your scorers for Class B. Leading scorer for Class B was Rylan Burgess with 14 points, 13 each for Ellie Braun and Mikkel Heidelbaugh, 11 for Jaconte Smith and for Haley Quam, 7 points for Hallie Crockett, 5 each for Claire Cotton and Kennedy Harder, 4 for Ellie Powell, and 2 for Olivia Dick. And 85 points scored for Class B. Class A leading scorer, Bergen Kinderbrew with 22, 10 for Emily Ash, 13 for Mariley Simon, 8 for Ella Falk, 7 for Maya Metcalf, 6 for Alyssa Eckroth, 4 for Peyton Newmiller, 3 for Chloe Fow, 2 for Brooke Egermont. Might be missing 2 points somewhere along the line as well. Again, the third straight win for Class B over Class A in this Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Again, the girls Class B takes the first game in the series. Again, we're back to Fargo South here tomorrow, and we've got Class B boys on the way as well. We've got much more from Bismarck on your live event here after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Get back here at Bismarck High, wrapping up the girls' Class B versus Class A Lions All-Star Basketball Series, 85-77 I got for the final score. Again, stick around for the boys' contest. Chase Miller will be on the call. We'll switch seats, and we'll have the Irie pregame show comments for the boys coming up in just a few minutes on your live event.